All right. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for showing up today. I know it's been quite a long time since we've done any of this, been very busy. We are going to start our 8, maybe longer week journey towards our AWS Certified Solutions Architect professional. Oh, hold on one sec. Okay, I think it's back. Okay. Yes. So thank you for showing up. We are going to embark on a journey to get our AWS Solutions Architect Professional exam. This is one of the pro level certs that Amazon Web Services has, AWS. And from there, we're just gonna, you know, um, either do weekly check-ins or study sessions. We can go over like exam questions and topics and just kind of review just to make sure that we're all understanding the material and that we're all getting it before we go on to the next topic. So this is the general page for this exam. I will post it in the channel for you all to view. The exam itself, it says this credential helps certified individuals showcase advanced knowledge and skills in providing complex solutions to complex problems, optimizing security, cost, and performance, and automating manual processes. This certification is a means for organizations to identify and develop talent with these critical skills for implementing cloud initiatives. So this exam, we'll just kind of go over a brief overview of the exam just so kind of we know what we're getting into here. So this exam is the professional level. It's 180 minutes. It does not have the format is either 75 questions, multiple choice, or multiple response. So it's not like the old version of the SysOps where there was a lab incorporated. And it is $300 US. And you would schedule this exam, I want to say through Pearson VUE. I believe that's the company being used right now. Yes, look, online, you can proctor online, or you can go to a Pearson VUE testing center. It's never recommended that you do online proctoring from a work or school laptop or a virtual machine. You need a desktop computer with a disconnectable webcam and stuff like that so you can properly get yourself into the exam. Otherwise, just go and take it in person. It's less of a headache. You don't have to worry about moving things around, kicking your pets out the room, stuff like that. Just make sure that you're not using like a work laptop that has a firewall or some other applications on it that doesn't play well with Pearson VUE. So let's see. And of course, we're going to be taking the exam in the English language. So who should take this exam? And I know we had a brief discussion about there were some people at different levels. I think someone was saying that they're working on taking their Solutions Architect Associate. And there were some other folks that I think was looking at Cloud Practitioner. But either way it goes, either way, anyone can sit in on the sessions. You can look at the channel. You can, chat with us and ask us questions. You asking us questions only helps us learn more because then we can discuss the topics. I want this to be interactive. So, it might not be interactive in the chat, but it can, or in the voice, but it can be interactive in the chat. And we can test things out and show each other stuff. So who should take this exam? They want you to have at least 2 years or more hands-on experience designing and deploying cloud architecture in AWS. They recommend that you have familiarity with AWS CLI, APIs, CFN, or cloud formation template, AWS billing console, the management console, a scripting language, Windows and Linux, the ability to provide best practice guidance on architectural design across multiple applications and projects of the enterprise, as well as the ability to map the business objectives to application and architecture requirements, ability to evaluate cloud application requirements and make architectural recommendations for implementation, deployment, and provisioning applications in AWS, ability to design a hybrid application architecture using key AWS technologies, VPN, Direct Connect, as well as continuous integration for deployment process. So that's basically the gist of the exam. And yes, I did see this here, this little coupon. I'll post it in the chat as well, even though it's for the data engineer one. Okay, so these are, this is the exam guide from Amazon or AWS. They've posted the exam guide. The exam is shortened as SAP CO2, not to be confused with SAP on AWS, which is something different. SAP on AWS. This exam, well, hold on. Maybe they got rid of it already. I think they did, and Google hasn't updated. Anyways, this is a completely different exam. This is not the exam we're taking. So that's why we're calling it the Solutions Architect Pro. We're not going to refer to it as SAP CO3 or whatever, or 2, in the same way that no one refers to Pentest Plus as P whatever, or Project Plus as PK004. Okay. Or PK005. So this is what I figured we could do. We're going to go through the exam, the outline. We're going to create an outline because there's 4 domains that they want us to know. And each domain has a task statement with knowledge that they want you to have. So you have task statement 1.2, prescribe security controls. And they want you, IAM Access Identity Center, KMS, ACM, CloudTrail. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to kind of like make out some kind of calendar. I'm not the creative type, so I like Notion, but I don't know if Notion's going to be the way that I'll do this, but we shall see. And we'll just kind of go through a couple of these. Like we'll go through, like maybe week 1 will be in domain 1, design and solutions for organizational complexity. And we know that these are the topics that we have to review. And so with that being said, here are some of the materials that I recommend based on prior experience with AWS exams and what others have recommended based on what they've done. Tutorials Dojo. I did not even go to the oh, it was right there. How do I go back? Solutions Architect right here. Tutorials Dojo. I think his name is John Bonzo. He makes these really good. He has really good practice exams. He's kind of like the Jason Dion of AWS certifications. And if you know Jason Dion from your CompTIA search, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That means that will give you an idea of the complexity and the type of questions and interactions you're going to get from John Bonzo's exam. So I recommend buying a John Bonzo exam. And I think he has something else up here too. I did not browse the website before we started. I think, it's an ebook right here. I think it's this. Yeah, $6. It's a PDF and it gives you basically, some information about what you can expect on the exam. But think John Bonzo, Tutorial Dojo. This is your Jason Dion. This is going to be the one where if you're getting 70s, 80s, 90s, you're good to go. This is Adrian Cantrell. He also has a course. His course is it's really good as well. It's $80. It gives you access to like videos and other kinds of stuff. I think he has like a GitHub. He has these nice little cheat sheets that really help you learn and map out and understand what's going on and what's being asked. He has a very good way of explaining information to you as well, especially through his videos. And last but not least, we have Stefan Marek. He absolutely just one of the really, really good folks for AWS. I think he's kind of like Professor Messer. Like he explains it in a way that's understandable for you, where it's not complex and just goes right over your head. He gives you scenarios. He gives you examples. He has this one. I think I have this one. It does have the slides with it. He also has lots of videos. So 16 hours worth of videos. And this is through Udemy. So with Udemy specifically, if you are a student, maybe check to see if your school, university, or workplace is offering log into Udemy. I know mine does. So maybe you can get it that way, get it for free, or you could try a trial or something like that. It's just that his videos are really good and I highly recommend watching them. And okay. And then we could just kind of start, since he has it organized in such a way, like identity, security, compute, load, storage, I think he has the best organization that we could kind of base our studying off of the topics from his videos. And I will post the links to all of these in the chat. And AWS does have some kind of, what is this thing called? Skill Builder. They have Skill Builder, which is great. Their white papers are also really good, but the best thing, your best friend, is going to be the AWS documentation, like the actual documentation for a service. So if we go to AWS KMS docs, so we could go to, if we want to know what API calls can be made with KMS, we got our create grant here. We got our decrypt. These are kind of like generate key data. These are some of the important API calls being made with KMS in the environment. And then, of course, we have, if I can hit the back button a little quicker, the developer guide. So the developer guide basically tells you information like, how can you use KMS to do certain things? And this will be super important for when you're in your lab replicating or doing some extra little work. They also have, some of these have I forgot what it's called. I can't think of it right now. It's like a troubleshooting section. KMS probably isn't the best one. Let me think of a service. Cloud for application migration service. Oh, did I go? Where's the, you would think I don't do this every day. Oh, here it is. So right down here, MGN has a troubleshooting section with launch errors and troubleshooting communication with your staging area and agent issues, agentless issues, common replication errors, and stuff that you would see. Although this may or may not be what the exam is on, these documents can really help you understand the purpose of a service more so than a video, just because you're reading it directly from AWS. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think we'll come up with some sort of methodology for the way that we're going to study. This is a sample exam questions. I'll also post that in the chat. But I think we should definitely kind of do something like a mixture of Stefan's videos along with the task statements, because we want to go in order based on what AWS is saying is allegedly on the exam. All right, well, I'm going to say that's going to be it for today. I will come up with some kind of calendar. I'll probably, just post it in the chat. And that's going to be it. Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Thank you all. And you all have a great rest of your Friday. Yep, Friday. I had to check, make sure. All right, later.